They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, we saw plenty of throws like this on Saturdays in South Penn last year. This one results in a first down here.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tracy going to get it on first down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Giants at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To throw is Nix.
It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Kevontae Turpin.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Tracy trying the right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So he gets caught trying to extend the play, and he ends up watching them score on an interception instead.
And what's the old proverb, Brandon? Discretion is the better part of valor. Certainly applies here. You have to admire what he tried to do, extending the play and trying to make something happen. But he definitely needed discretion. Throw it away, run it, do anything other than throw that pick 6.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Nix to the air. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Tracy.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually... He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marvin Mims.
60 yards.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing, Nix.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
They'll go again with Tracy.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Giants!
Malik Neighbors,
59 yards.
and the Giants have regained the lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
They'll go play action with Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. The throw's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Broncos 24, Giants 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run over center with Mitchell.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now it's Nix.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Back to throw. Nix. Flush to his right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. And
the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Nix escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Nix from the shotgun. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Down the right sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Here's Tracy.
A nice little juke. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now back to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left.
The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Fighting through it, he's got space.
Still on his feet.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Nix. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Broncos' 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He connects with Hyatt. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 35 yards. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Broncos 38, Giants 35.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's taken in by Franklin. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
First down, here's Mitchell. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And the Broncos first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately